On first down, Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Now Ryan on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. The left side completion to Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu. From 13 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Keenum on first down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Bootleg it here with Keenum. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Sack. Quarterback gets hit.
Let's go.
Single. Take four.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
I know you feel that.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll run it. Freeman. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Let's go.
Hey, boys, got four down.
Run! Blue 20!
Booker on 1st down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, boys.
Got three down. 8-2 is mine. I got
Harry left.
check.
From the 50, it's Keenum. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3rd and short is Booker. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Very left, very left. Here's our hot. Round 20. Hey, orange, orange. Orange, orange.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. And he's got Booker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Here goes the hot. White 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, boys.
Single, 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 single. Check, 45 to Mike. Check, 45 to Mike.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. Flush to his right. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Roger, roger, roger. Right. Blue 20. 45, Mike, 45.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. This is Booker on the dump off. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Go down, 52.
Check, 82.
On the handoff, this is Booker. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Kill.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this.
Run. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Nice.
Hey, let's go.
That's it. Big hit.
Now Keenum throwing on second. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
3 down. Switch.
They'll run with Booker. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Hey, let's go. Here you go, boys. Hey, orange! Orange!
3 down.
On second down, here's Keenum. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Hey, express!
Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Hey, let's go!
After the interception, here's Ryan. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Now Ryan on second down. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw is Ryan. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. Give him an even 20 yards there on the pickup as a fake punt fooled everybody. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Hey, yo, it's yo, it's yo.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, go, Rod. Like 20. Check, go back. Hey, orange.
From the gun, it's Keenum. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And how about this, a fake? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
12, get up! Wait!
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On second down, Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A second down carry for Booker. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Yeah, baby. Boom.
The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
We got 3.
22. 22.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right, and the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A huge play there for Denver, and even 40 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
3 down.
From the red zone now, Keenum. They set up the screen to Booker. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Broncos on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Brown to the hot.
They'll pitch it to Booker. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And McManus able to put it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
On the return, here's Justin Hardy. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Get up!
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island up there. You're on an island.
Hey, Tuesday.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan drops it off for Coleman. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he's got him in, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Ryan now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Ryan on first down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
All right. Go, doctor.
After the interception, here's Keenum. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
4 down. Check.
Right. Like 20. 59.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Keenum rolling to his left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Down. There goes the high. Round 20. On 53.
Check.
Hey, down.
On 3rd down, Booker. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Atlanta now coming out on the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good game. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Tuesday.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
21. 12. Hey.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Gun. 21. Gun.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. Jones has him. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. It's caught. Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
21.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Hey, Sal, let's go. Four down. Check. Let's go.
Now Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Right.
52. Not good.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Tech McKinley in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Get up!
Ryan wants to throw it. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.